afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon to everybody. Really very happy to be in Athens. Panos promised me come, nice weather, warm. I came yesterday with a t-shirt, only one t-shirt. I had to go last night to buy a jacket. It's a new one, good jacket. Thank you, Panos. So let me few words about Acronis, who we are, what we are doing. Of course, this is very popular. Everybody has a mission, but I'll put it a little bit more simple way. It's not a mission, it's the purpose. You're doing something for the purpose, not just because you're doing. Of course, making money is a good thing, but you can make money in many other things. Our mission for Acronis is really, and we want to protect really all the data, not just simple data. We want to protect all the data, application, system, whatever you have, because really everything what we have today, it's a digital. Let's be honest, guys, everything what you have is a digital. You don't have any more a photo camera with a paper. You don't, even yesterday I had the issue, by the way, again, in Athens, this always happened with me. I don't have the paper money, and I could not pay to the taxi. I was thinking, why, everything is digital, why, what's the problem here? Okay, that's a different story with the taxi drivers. They are not digital. But we have to protect this, everything what we own. It's our documents. So this really, always weird, sometimes kidding, but it's not a joke anymore. Protection of the digital data is our fifth need. After the oxygen, after the need of a roof, after need of water, and to have a food, the fifth one is the digital. Protection, especially protection of the digital world. So, again, about our company. We are a Swiss Singaporean company. Why? Company was founded in Singapore 20 years ago exactly. And today's, what day is today, by the way? 29, okay, 2 days only. 31st of March, 20 years ago. Almost to have a celebration, 20 years, but it's the 31st of March, unfortunately. We missed almost. I can stay 2 days to celebrate if some sun come out. But anyway, after that was incorporated in Switzerland. And Mike, that's why it is not because of the tic-tac. This watch is not because of the tic-tac. It's because it's incorporated in Schaffhausen, where they're producing also nice ISW Sita watches. They're really perfect nice. But my salary is not enough for this watch. It's a good one. So, again, I want only to some numbers. Nobody is much interested in that, but I can tell a few things, important things. We are maintaining in the company 15 languages. We are having 33 countries presence, and more important maybe for Greece is that we opened 5 years ago office in Bulgaria, which is next to Greece, in Sofia, 28 people, now we are 600 in Sofia, which is just next to the border, and the whole technical support with all the 15 languages are supported in Sofia, which is, I mean, good, is next to one. Even if you have a big issue, I can bring you to the support guy here. From India I cannot, but from here I can, from Sofia. So very important is our major product, Cyber Protect, which is a unique one. I can tell it's a genius, I think, even. This product is a one console. We'll talk a lot about that. It's a one console, one platform, one user interface, only one agent, and doing a lot of things that you can easily replace with the antivirus, with a lot of other products in the same. Little bit again, talk about our, how to say, belief. I like this, believing. Here on the picture wise, this Nimitz is an aircraft carrier. It's a very good example because we believe the solution should be fully integrated and autonomously working. That's what is. You don't need solution that is partially working, partially doing something. And this aircraft carrier, by the way, is a perfect example. It's unbelievable, built by the human being. I don't know what to name. It's not even a ship. It's much more than a ship, and can survive and can operate, fully operate. Even do not know what I read recently. They even printing on board their newspaper. They have their printing for their newspaper. They can survive fully for a long, long period. So this is what we believe. These are 5 vectors, I'll say. 5 vector, and of course we like abbreviation as well. We name it SAPAS, but what is? These are safety, accessibility, privacy, authenticity, and security. What means that? This is very nice, by the way, and we should do it a little bit animated. You have to find a proper balance between the 5 major vectors. I'll give you an example. For example, safety. Of course, you have to save your data. You have to be somewhere, back it up, and so on. We know how to do that. We can save under the ground somewhere. You know, really, really safe that nobody can access it. But do we need this data in this way? I mean, if there, we had a joke, I was on the one a few years ago, there was a big cyber attack in Bulgaria, and even the Prime Minister of Bulgaria had to go in to the issue because it was a really big one on the National Tax Revenue Office. And he was saying, okay, let's remove all the computers, we put the typewriters, and we start working with the typewriters. Okay, that's good. Honestly, that's good. We move to this very safety data under the ground, but if they are not accessible, why we need that? You need to access to your data. The same is with the privacy. Everybody's talking about the privacy. Very easy. Delete Facebook, don't put any picture on any social, remove everything. You have a full privacy. But again, returning back to the accessibility, the grandmother wants to see grandchildren picture if they're somewhere. I mean, you need to have access to this picture in the privacy way. So again, you want a lot of privacy or less privacy, you have more safety or not safety. Same is with the authenticity of the data, which become a big issue recently. And we have a nice feature here with the e-notary, which is not the same with the e-signature. E-signature confirm that you signed the document, but e-notary confirmed that the document is the same what you sign it. And today, that's I can tell it's not the easy thing, you know, one digital document. To be sure, 20 years ago was easy. I mean, I changed the date of the document. Okay, it's the same document, but now it's not anymore like that. You can change a lot of things. So authenticity, that is the same real data that you back it up 5 years ago and you restore today, have to be permanent. This we are doing with the blockchain and so on. And security, of course, this is another story, long story, another 1 hour to talk about. I will not go into that. Let's see a little bit what's happened in our life recently. Why, again, returning? I'll be returning and referring a lot about digitalization and everything. Our life was becoming, how to say, very, very simple in many things. You know, you see, maybe only TikTok still has the same server room anymore, but we are not paying any more money going to the bank and signing something. We don't have a lot of these server rooms. You don't have on your desk all of these devices, you know. We have only one thing. We have only this in our hand, and I can tell with my phone I can do almost all of these things. Life become really easier and simple on one side. But it's not like that. In the security, for some reason, this is not like that. I don't know why it's happened. Simple life, but in one moment, we got a lot of data. Data producing, I can tell that the whole data science, the first bit was turned off till today. They are producing about 20 zettabyte data by the human being, and we expect in the next 3 years, 25 zettabyte to go to the 50. You can imagine the number of data that we are producing even now during this event, with every picture we take, with every message we send. We are producing gigabytes. I don't know. I was trying one event to count from the beginning till then how much approximately data we produce, but it's impossible. It's impossible. We are producing data are big. We are moving to the clouds. Many people think that moving to the clouds make the thing easier. It's not exactly the same. And you know, in the field, that moving to the cloud means a different application, different performance, different how they work. We have a lot of things offering as a service. We say security as a service, this even X as a service. Anything what you want could be a service. And Word really become very difficultly to be managed by the IT guys. What's happened on that? This is my favorite slide, by the way. Very good to read, very easy to read, but these are in the different areas. All the vendors that in different areas you have to use it like one big enterprise to maintain their network. I mean, I don't know, it's vice versa. There is a simple for the human being, but for the IT guys become like that. That's a nightmare to manage. In the response, you have to have at least some backup, security, disaster recovery solution, management and automation. Management and automation of the system is become really very important because of the size, because of all the size. If you do not have something to automate the processes, no way you cannot survive. One guy, you can put one guy just to load from the morning till evening updates. If it's not automated, no way, you cannot 24 hours do only that, and still you have a patches to load. There's no way to do it. So these are the 4 major things you have. These results, see, on the end, we are doing not just for purpose. There is an issue that has to be solved. All that is complexity, this results really in the cyber threats, increasing tremendously the cyber threats. Vendors, you saw the vendors list, and they're increasing. I can tell, I read somewhere that every day in the world are creating at least 5 new cyber companies, brands. Every day 5 new, okay, maybe 3 are dead, but 5 new are creating. So the vendors, number of vendors, every vendor brings his agent, his invoices, the risk, trainings, updates. That's a really complex things to manage, which is not an easy thing. So that's why how we have to the idea that you have to have really to consolidate all this in one console, one great console, which is named cyber protection. Actually, that's not that difficult with Acronis. It's like that, just simply like that. You turn it on, it works. That's it for me. I'll give after that the words to Suav a little bit later. My colleague, he'll tell a lot of details how this is really simple. It works, yeah? Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Excellent presentation. I'm going to buy you at least 1 beer after that, at least 1.